So the first thing you need to do is to put the bike on center stand. Now take out the screws using Allen key. There's 2 on the front and 2 on the back of the fairing. Now take them out and clean the engine and interior with the rag. Now take out the belly pan using the Allen key of different size. There is 2 on the bottom, and now take them out slowly. Now put a stool and a wooden piece. We use wood not to make any scratches on the engine or to damage the engine. Now take the wrench and the spanners and place an Allen key on the other side and use the wrench to open the front wheel. It may take some time, so you have to be very careful while opening it. Now, once you have taken out the center bolt, which is from the other side, you need to dismantle the mudguard. As the mudguard is out, we can now take the front wheel. Take out the center bolt and take the wheels out slowly from the caliper. Now it is time to take out the caliper from the fork. Use a spanner. And now we have the front fork out. Now you have to do the same for the other side. Here you need to take out the bolt of the steering which is holding the fork. Now we are taking it out slowly because we don't want to make any scratches on the bike. Now take out the center bolt which is holding the steering. Use a spanner and a socket of the required size. Unscrew it with the hand. And take the steering out slowly and be careful not to make any scratch on your motorcycle. And take out the battery cover. As the battery cover is out, we have to arrange some wiring to place them at a correct position. Now place it on the other side while arranging the wiring, and be careful not to damage any wirings. Now as you make sure, it is time to take out the bottom part of the steering. Now you see there is a screw attached to it. Use WD. Use it thoroughly all over the screws. Now take a piece of iron and a hammer and hammer the screw gently from its edges. Hammer it and do it from the either side of the motorcycle. And be patient because it may take time. Now unscrew the screw from your another hand and hold the bottom of the steering from one hand. Unscrew it and take the bottom of the steering from your another hand gently. Now we have the steering set in our hand. As you can see, there's 2 cups, one on the chassis and another one in the steering set. Now we need to take the cup which is holding the bearing out of the chassis. To do this, we need a hammer and a long metal piece. and hammer it gently from the top of the chassis. And you have to, when you hammer, you have to be hammering it from the all side of the ring. So likewise the ring will fall down. Okay, and now you have to do it for the upper cone set. It may take some time, so you have to be patient, and it can be tiring work, I can tell you that. So as we have taken it out, it is time to take out the cone set from the steering, and you have to do the same for this. You have to take it out using hammer, and you have to hammer it from all its end. And hit gently, not too hard, and be patient. And you have seen it is out. Now we have our entire set, and we have to keep the set as it is, as we have taken out before. So we have this cone set in our hand, and this is our new piece. And you see the differences between old and new. This is completely worn out. Now this is the new set we are going to install in the steering. Now place it as it was, and now place the rubber, and then place the cone set. Now for this one, we need to take them inside gently, and we have to insert them using hammering, the process of hammering once again. Now here we have to do a similar process, but again we have to be very careful that we are not making any scratches on the rod. It can be again the long process, but we have to be patient because we have to put them inside from all of them. So to make sure that we are not making scratches on our new cone set, we can use our previous old cone set. And with that cone set, we can place that cone set on the top of the steering, and then hit it hard with a hammer. That can work very well. And as you can see, I am here hammering it up. And now once it is there in its place, we are now taking the one we have used to put the new piece of cone set inside. This is the old one that we have used to take inside the new one. Now we have to lubricate it because lubrication is very important. This is the part that you can never lubricate after once you installed it in your motorcycle. So before installing it, you have to make sure that you have lubricated well. So now do the lubrications on the bottom, on the top, everywhere inside the chassis, inside the hole of the chassis, and on the top of the cone set. Now place the ring, and again use the older one to hammer it, and make sure that you're not making any scratches on your cone set and your chassis. So this is the best process that you can do in order to put that thing inside. It needs patience and time to make the things happen. So be very careful that you have enough patience, that you are making these things happening, and use the hammer and the old previous cone set in order to put this new cone set in its place. Now you need to take out the old one. So use a similar process to take the old one out from the chassis. Use a long Well, in my case, I'm using 8 mm. You know, the edge of the 8 mm is working very well to take the old steering out, which is used to place the new one. Now take it out and do the same for the bottom one. Place the new one in its place and use the old one to put exactly in its place. So put it in the inside of the chassis. Now hammer it gently and make sure it is placed in its right place. Now take a piece of iron and take them out. And now we have it. We are going to place a new bearing, sets of bearing, and lubricating it. We have to make sure that we are lubricating it very well. And place the new one inside. For this one, we don't need any to hammer. Now place the cone set and the steering gently and use the screw to put it in its right place. And use the steering and place it. Before placing it, close the battery guard or the battery cover and make sure all the wire is running as it was before. Now place the center bolt, use the spanner and the right pair of sockets to screw the bolt. And now place the fork as it was before. Use the Allen key to tighten it up, but make sure you are not tightening it too hard because it may ruin the grooves of the screw. And now place the another fork in its right place as it was before and tighten all the calipers bolt in its right place. Now place the wheel, insert the center bolt as it was before, tighten it up gently and place the mud guard. Screw the bolts using Allen key. And now place the center bolt in its right place. And when all is done, tighten the screw and the center bolt. Well, now as you have placed the wheel, it is time to take out the stool. So take them out gently and again make sure that you have not harmed the engine or have made any scratches. Place the belly pin, screw the bolt using Allen key, clean the engine, clean any part where you see any dust, and place the fairing in its right place. Now screw the bolt. Usually you need Allen key to tighten the bolt.